Well guys, Mike here. I think I'm going to try to start attacking this right here on my car. I think that's how I'm going to cut it. I might cut it a little bit different, but I want to get that fixed. I got to get that trim piece off the car. There's a small dent in the front of the fender. I'm going to see if I can't start getting this rust done. I'll have two holes over there I'm going to fill, tack them full weld, which shouldn't be that bad. But I'm going to see if I can't start getting this front fender fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Then I'll go in the shop and we'll show you how I'm going to try to make a patch. I've ordered a patch online. Try to put it in another fender. I didn't like the patch at all. So to fix that fender, I'm going to have to basically do the same thing. But this one's already on the car. It's not in that bad a shape. So I'm going to see if I can't just go ahead and fix this fender. So let's see what kind of dust and stuff we can create. Okay guys, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I got that piece cut out. Most of it was just dirt pushing that out. I mean, I got the piece in the shop, and I'll show you here in a second when I move to the shop. But I got that piece cut out, and I'm going to draw and make me a new patch panel. This one lip right here, it's going to need to be hammered down. It feels fairly solid, so I hope I don't burn through when I start spot welding it. Excuse me guys. But I soaked the crap out of this with some good old vinegar and water. And the vinegar and water is going to sit on here and kill the rust in that. I'm not really worried about that structural piece inside the fender. I am going to let this dry real good, and I'm going to spray it with some black rust stop. But I mean, I don't want to get it too muddy out here. As you can see, I'm working on dirt. I'm gonna let that dry up real good. The rest of the fender feels really solid, so I'll put that patch in there, smear on some fiberglass kitty hair, let it dry, and then I'll cut those other two pieces that hold the trim on off, tack up those holes, and sand the crap out of this fender and get it nice and smooth. Put a couple coats of filler primer on it, and then I got to proceed on the front end up there where that trim is right there and that reflector marker light is. I want to proceed on cutting that out and welding in my other marker light that I have off of a 3rd gen Camaro. That's what I did on the other fender. It looks real sharp. I'm going to take some measurements on the other fender. Start getting this fender done. Probably be easier if I took the front bumper off, but right now I'll probably just mask it off when I prime everything and just sand in there the best I can with my fingers. And then when I actually get ready to paint the car, I'll take the bumper off and do that front part of that fender and make sure it's all correct, and then prime that part. So that's what we're looking at. Let me go in the shop and I'll show you I'm going to make that patch. It's going to probably require some trimming, but here we go. Okay guys, here's that piece. And I'm going to lay it on this sheet metal, and I'm going to lay it on this sheet metal, and I'm not too concerned about the bottom being a little bit off. Like I said, it's probably going to take some trimming. And over here, I'm just going to guesstimate probably a 1/4 inch. And I'm going to come down, probably going to go straight up from here and trace it over. And I'm going to leave it a little bit big so I can do some trimming. But let's get this car looking better. Let's trace this out. I got to get that bolt off the back of it so it'll lay flat. I'm just going to grind it off. Then we'll cut out this patch and go see what it looks like on the car. Okay guys, I got the patch traced out. And one thing I want to tell y'all is when y'all do this, make sure it's as flat as possible. Now, if you flatten it out and then put it on your metal and trace it out, Then when you put it on the car, you can put the bins back in it and everything will be about like it is on the car. Like I said, it's probably going to take some trimming, and I'm probably going to have to fill up a lot of little pinholes, a little bit of grinding. But let's get this cut out and see what it looks like on the car, and then we'll know where to go from there. Okay guys, I didn't show y'all the trimming part of this up. I think y'all understand if it doesn't fit in the hole, y'all got to recut it. But my patch overall is looking good. I got some little bit wider gaps than I want, but overall it's fitting in there. I still need to see if I can't form it a little bit. I keep dropping it. I'm not working in the best and trying to do stuff one-handed, but there's my patch. Okay, there's my hole. I'm fixing to spray some rust stop on it. Got the contour pretty close. I don't know if you can see it right there, but when I'm going to tack weld it on the bottom first. Then I'm going to just slowly push it up and tack weld it in place. It's holding real good. My gaps are a little bit wide in a couple spots, but I'll just fill those up with weld and I should be okay. So I'm going to go get my grinder, clean this area up, and then I'm going to spray this and let it dry for a few minutes. And then I'm going to proceed to start tack welding it in. And then I got to get my grinder out here and grind these off, grind that off. There'll be a few little holes I got to tack up. And then I got to take that trim piece off. Hopefully it comes off fairly easy. I might have to remove the front tire, but I'm not too concerned with that tonight. I just wanted to at least get this patch in here. It's not going to rain or anything tonight. This whole rust hole right here, I could probably go ahead and patch it, but in my opinion, it's just crumbling. So I'm just going to spray some of that rust stop on it. It's structurally sound, and maybe when the water gets up in here, it'll actually run out like it's supposed to with that hole. I don't know, but I'm just going to cover that hole up. It's just going to be a daily driver car. It's not going to be a $400,000 show car. Let me get this cleaned up and we'll start tacking this in. Okay guys, I got it covered pretty good with some rust stop. I'm going to go get my welder and I'm going to start tacking this in, and I'll show y'all just what I'm doing and where. And maybe I can't film it while I do it, but maybe y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, that's what it looks like. There's a couple pinholes in it that I'll take care of later, but you can hardly even tell I patched that. Now, I'm not going to kid you, it took about an hour to get to that point. It's ready for the kitty hair. I got a low spot right here that going to probably take a little bit of filler, but the rest of it's really smooth. I am going to cover the whole thing in filler. We'll start out with kitty hair, put it on there tomorrow, do some bunch of sanding. I still have to cut these off, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to get in trouble with the law or anything. So I'm going to end this video here. Y'all tell me what you think, but it doesn't look too bad. Alright, see y'all. Please hit the thumbs up, comment, and subscribe.